Boom, boom, boom. 3, 2, 1.
Go ahead.
Hey guys, welcome to the BingeCast, first ever episode.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
It's clearly fucking night outside.
Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to you.
As you all may know, this is just another two friends, two guys trying to make another podcast.
Yes. That is unfortunately a pandemic.
A pandemic.
An epidemic is probably the best way to say it. Because I'm pretty sure pandemic is not a great word to use.
What is the difference between pandemic and
I
epidemic?
don't know.
I literally don't. Well, epidemic is just what? Like fucking global. Pandemic is local.
Oh shit! You might you actually be cooking.
Brain.
That's crazy. Yeah. No.
So you can already see I'm the smart one, Wayd.
Yeah.
And then you have this guy.
My name's Videlle. I'm the IT guy apparently. So if you view me with, I've got headphones in because I need to listen to all of his bullshit and make sure that he actually says it into the microphone.
So he does 80% of the work, and I just talk my shit.
Yeah.
Great.
It's a great deal.
It's a great deal.
None of us get paid. So that's why we're here at the end of the day, right? Yeah. No, I can't wait until my sponsorship.
True. Red Bull sponsor us, please.
I have to bleep that. We can't mention brand. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, bleep that.
Bleep. I can't wait until the bleeps. That'll be so much fun.
Well, yeah. So
like I did the other day with bleeps, I want to do a thing where like it's the most obscure sound in the world.
What do you mean? You just want to bleep whatever?
No. When we say things that are bleepifiable, like necessary to bleep.
Or you're just gonna make the most annoying sound ever?
Just different sounds.
Okay.
Because what was bleep. It? No. But like was it PewDiePie? If we're thinking back to like 2015 YouTube, right?
Right.
PewDiePie, he did his thing where he had ducks. I think he had like duck sound.
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
I remember.
Yeah. I want to do that, but just with super brain rot Gen Z shit.
Oh, so every time like we have to bleep, like That'd be a pretty dumb one, no? It's like
I mean, okay, I wasn't gonna do that, but yeah, now that you're mentioning it, it could definitely be. I will talk to the team.
Yeah, talk to the team.
I'll talk to the team and I'll figure it out.
Just you schizoing, whispering to yourself.
I mean, but that's the thing. Some of us has to be a little schizoey about this whole thing, right?
Fact. That's the whole part of YouTube, right? Being egotistical enough to just say fuck it.
Egotistic, yeah, no. I mean, that's the whole point. We're here because we're ego. Like we're egotistical about doing this thing.
Exactly. Our conversations are so great.
I hate you. You guys should just listen to us, right? Because we have so much to say. It's actually incredible.
Exactly.
But okay, what I will say, that is going to be one of the strong suits of our little podcast of two random ass dudes.
Yeah.
Talking about things that we have barely planned out. We sat here for 15 minutes before starting this episode.
And we were supposed to do it as soon as we arrived after eating some food. We ended up doing it, 3 hours later?
Well, I mean, if you're asking me, it was not as soon as we got home. That would be ridiculous. Because I need at least, approximately 2 to 4 hour business days to... Well, I mean, you were dying on the couch. I was an hour ago. Coma. I had to offer this guy a literal energy drink to get him out of the chair.
Well, I was dead. I had just eaten some bomb ass Chinese food.
Well, it was good.
Yeah. It was very good.
Yeah. No, I mean, I'd never tried the Biang. No, was it Biang Biang?
No, it was Xianjian.
Yeah. No, but that's the restaurant. But I think the concept of the noodle is the Biang Biang.
And
I say that
thick
in the
noodles?
With the hand pulled, right? Well, like they can do it in front of you. Like I'm pretty sure if we would go up to him, he would be doing the fucking hand pulled noodle in front of us.
Oh yeah, that guy who didn't speak any Danish.
Exactly.
The guy who went when we had to pay. He went to the guy behind it. He said something in Chinese.
Yeah, which none of us understood because none of us speak Chinese.
Exactly. But that's how you know the food was bomb.
Yes.
When you got one guy speaking the language barely, and all the others are just in the background doing their thing, making the good food.
Oh yeah, and it was good food.
It was.
It was absolutely fucking amazing. To be fair.
But anyways, enough of that tangent. The BingeCast.
The BingeCast.
The BingeCast.
What we're on this earth to do absolutely fucking nothing.
The mission from God appointed to us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, sure.
It was to make a podcast about the things that we like, we consume, and we enjoy,
like every other podcast. Which is why we hope that you can, fit us into your weekly routine of hating yourself.
Fact.
Do you need someone to fill your brainwaves with random ass bullshit?
Exactly.
That's us.
Forget TikTok. Forget Instagram Reels.
Forget it all. While I may spend approximately 8 hours a day on TikTok, which is irrelevant for this conversation.
Exactly.
Which most of them are at work, to be fair. So yeah, as long as you get paid to do it, kids, it's fine at the end of the day. But we would be so incredibly joyous if you would invite us into your weekly routine.
Just listening to us while you're at work.
Yeah.
Instead of going through TikTok.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, is that not why we're all here? Brain rot.
Exactly.
Like
just consume till you die.
Exactly. Holy, don't even get me started on that. There's so many times at work where I just like sit down and I need to listen to something. Like my brain is empty of things.
Facts.
Which is,
for me, it's more like I can never have a moment of silence.
Okay. Well, I mean, we all do it to block out the noise.
Exactly.
Sure, right.
Well, it's not really noise, but it's just the fact that it's like mostly, I consume content at every waking moment in my life.
That sounds incredibly unhealthy, but okay.
It does, but that's that's new age. That's how I grew up.
That is the new age. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Like the fact that when I take a bath, I listen to a podcast. I just put it on the side.
You take baths?
Yeah, I wash myself.
Well, no. But to me, a bath is in a bathtub.
Oh no. Okay, so not the American type of bath, but I'm showering. I'm getting clean in the morning, and then I just listen to a podcast while it's happening.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, how is that crazy?
Well, because a podcast takes so long.
No. I just
very
pause
committal.
it. I just pause it, and then boom, I cut out. I go do the stuff that I need to do, and while I'm doing, if I sit still,
yes,
I'm listening to something or watching something while I do like.
Okay, I'm not that bad, I will admit, but I'll do the same thing.
What do you mean you're not that bad? You never just sit down and just look out into the wall. You don't stare at the wall.
No, I mean, okay. Sometimes you have the existential dread has to take over, and you have to leave a little bit of prayer to I'm still alive for the fucking sake of it.
And you don't do that. You're just capping.
I've got like 5 minutes a day where I do that.
Okay, when
I get home. The first 5 minutes when I get home from work, I just sit on my couch, literally where you're sitting. I look into the wall and I'm like, I fucking hate this.
You're just like, that's another day of work. Shit.
Yeah, literally. And that is the life.
Fair.
Yeah.
Honestly, you do need those moments. Like being able to meditate is something I do want to learn.
I should definitely start calling that meditation. That's a great way to brand that.
I mean that is meditation, but not the good kind.
No, but I mean, as someone with a somewhat of a degree in marketing, okay, that's a great fucking.
I was about to say meditation. Fair, yeah.
That's a whole different horse, man. Okay. That's one you don't want to bet on. That's for sure.
Like another life, you were just a monk or some shit. I could see it.
I am bald. First of all,
that's where it comes from.
Well, I mean, we didn't have to bring it up in the first episode, for sure. I would like people to believe that I have hair before I reveal them in our 100th episode that I am a bald man.
That's the thing. You need to go in and take charge of a room, being the bald guy.
No, because there's a whole stigma around it, and I'd rather not.
How is that a stigma? That's not a stigma.
There's people like
Slime.
Slime's funny.
Yeah, but he does that.
But then there's Slime on one side and Andrew Tate on the other, right?
Oh,
right.
Yeah, I forgot he was bald too.
That's
GG.
And have you seen the mugshot that he had? And this is old fucking news, but he had the mugshot like a while ago. Have you seen it?
The mugshot. Wait, the one where he had three hairs on top.
No, it's sort of. Andrew Tate, and not to talk about this for a whole lot of time, but like, there's just one picture that is so it is so fucking dreadful. Okay. I don't know if I can find it specifically, but it's just.
I know which one you're talking about, but I think it's edited, unfortunately.
Oh,
it's a banger.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
It just looks fucking horrendous.
But I think that's the real one, and then it's edited.
Yeah, I mean, he has better hair than me, but unfortunately, that does not.
But that's not even better hair. I feel like either you're bald or you're not. Yeah. This half shit.
No, I agree. I mean, dog shit. At the end of the day, I think people should do what they want to do, right?
Yeah, and I will judge.
well, I mean, everyone judges all the time. We're human. At the end of the
exactly,
like, that's the life.
People who say they don't judge lie because they do, but they don't say anything about it.
We listen, but we don't judge.
Right.
That is a trend that I don't get, but I'm here for it.
Obviously you don't get it because you keep judging me all the time for the shit that I do.
Well, you're supposed to say the line first.
No, you're not.
Yeah, you are.
No, I know.
You're supposed to be like, we listen after, and we don't judge. And then be like, but I watch a certain type of things online. And then, I'm going to be afterwards like, yeah.
Okay. See, this is the way he talks himself out of shit.
Hey. I mean, one of us has to be a little realistic here, and unfortunately, it's not you.
But anyways, the main thing about the BingeCast that we already talked about is, of course, talking about the stuff that we love.
Yes.
And that's why we also will have a section at the end of each episode talking about the stuff that we've binged, because we are bingers.
I have no life, and I don't want to have one.
Yeah, and that's why we're making one right now.
Yeah.
And this is our life. We talk about the shit, usually when we didn't have a podcast that we just started.
Yeah.
We usually all the time talk about the shit that we consume, the shit that we like. Yeah, like, oh, you watch the whole series in 2 days? Tell me about it.
Well, I mean, yes, I do that frequently, unfortunately. But that's because the couch you're sitting on is too comfortable and you will fall asleep on it. But nonetheless, you keep suggesting me random fucking shit to watch.
Yeah, which
and
is good.
And I refuse to watch any of it.
We're just fucked.
Well,
and you don't. You actually watch a lot of shit that I recommend.
But that's what
like
the
80%.
Good friends are for, ignoring suggestions.
And that's the thing I hate.
That's the hallmark of a great relationship. Is that I don't care what you say.
No, it's not. Shut up. Every time you recommend something to me, I give it a try.
That is a lie. That is the most lying.
No, I give it a try.
No, you don't. I do. You definitely do. That is insane.
I give it a try. I look at it, and then I'm like, you know what? This doesn't seem like it's up my alley, and I never mention it, and we just move past that. That's perfect. You just don't look at it.
Whatever prerogative you have is crazy.
Prerogative.
Yeah.
Listen,
I love that you said it right. I did not, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you correcting me.
Listen here, Bucko.
I mean,
you know what?
I'm supposed to be American here, but I still don't know.
We will. What? Yeah.
Okay.
Just start speaking Swan. No, but listen. The thing is, we'll get back to it on the binge part.
Yes.
Which is the last of the episode. But first, I kind of do want to go through the usual topics that we'll talk about on this podcast, which is just current stuff that we both like, what's happening right now, and what we care about.
I think the general idea, right, is that we both consume very, very different parts of the internet.
But still a lot of the same.
I mean, some of it, sure.
It's like a Venn diagram.
There's definitely like a Venn diagram of the middle of us are somewhat equal, and then we have a whole lot of the internet that we consume differently, right? But I think one of the ideas we have for this podcast was sharing each other's sides of the internet. What do you like?
Yeah.
And also at the same time, just going over what the fuck's going on in our lives as well. If there's something present. Unfortunately, my week has been the exact fucking same day on repeat.
Yep.
If you've ever seen the Jim Carrey movie, what is it? It's not Groundhog Day.
Oh, the one where he has a factory, like
he lives in like a TV show, and I'm dating myself because that is definitely not. That's like a boomer movie.
It is a boom, but it's a good movie. I watched it recently too. I watched it like 2 years ago.
But what's it called?
I forgore.
No, you cannot forgore.
I forgore. What the
then
fuck
keep
is it called?
fucking talking. I'll figure it out.
It's the thingamajig where he starts noticing in the car and stuff, and it's a whole Hollywood studio.
No, it's Sonic 3.
Wait, it's the.
It isn't. No,
why would you just search Jim Carrey? Search Jim Carrey fake life movie.
Fake life movie.
Production. Like, what is this?
The Truman Show.
The Truman Show.
That's literally what I said.
That is not what you said. You said the show. That's what you said.
And now I'm gonna talk to our Gen Z audience. Listen, chat. I totally said that.
Chat.
It is
funny. WL.
No. It is funny though, because chat was recognized as like an actual term recently.
It is.
Yes.
But I would definitely say chat whenever I interact with the web. Now I'm dating myself.
Yeah.
But like I would.
No, yeah, sure.
Because that makes sense. It's like, okay, so chat like this here and there. Yo, chat, look at this. Yo, chat. It makes sense because it's a broad way of just generalizing the people who like your content. Thank you for fixing that.
I got that.
but so I feel like chat is probably the perfect name for an audience.
It is. I understand why people do it because it's like a general.
Yeah, it's
like
perfect.
Listen, people, right? And then chat is just because you watch a.
PewDiePie used to have his own thing. He had the Bros.
True.
Which was actually he paved the way, but nobody took it.
But chat is just a very gender neutral term that a lot of people can use at this point, right?
True.
For a lot of people, whereas the other thing was like fan bases. I feel like PewDiePie did it. Every single YouTuber back then had one.
Did they though? I feel like only PewDiePie had it.
I want to say it's called Nika Hika Heads, but it's definitely.
Oh my god! You heard it here first.
What? No. You can't
I'm
just,
kidding. I'm
you
kidding.
can't just repeat that.
I do this all the time.
Fine, I'm bleeping it.
Worry.
I'm bleeping
no,
it.
don't bleep it.
I'm bleeping
don't
it.
bleep it. He might bleep it.
I'm definitely gonna bleep that. No, the thing is, if I bleep it, it becomes bad. If I bleep it, it becomes bad. So I can't do that.
Exactly. So you're trapped.
Also, he's a famous YouTuber, and I still watch his streams.
Listen, it's
Ryan's
Niga
fucking
Higa. It's
funny.
not even close.
No, it's not even close.
Yeah, it's not even close to. I'm not gonna say it.
It's not fucking funny.
So this guy is afraid the fact that I'm gonna make some controversy or some shit, and you guys will notice probably in future episodes as well that I might say some shit here and there, but I say it with love and care.
You can't preemptively apologize for the things you're gonna do.
Preemptive defense.
You're just gonna have to be better.
This is what lawyers love.
Also, at the end of the day, we have planned out a bunch of things for BingeCast, right?
Right.
But one of the things was sharing each other's interests. And there's one, and you know, it is a little obscure to talk about another podcast on the first episode.
True.
But it's a podcast that you have watched a lot, and I have literally never seen. Because I am not a fucking weeb.
Shut up, you fucker. And you
I'm
like
speaking my
anime
truth.
too. I
I'm
hate
speaking
this.
my truth.
No, you like anime. Stop acting like you don't like anime.
Appreciate the art.
This is like being back in 2011 where anime was like the most despicable thing ever.
No. I will never hate an anime. It's just I just don't watch a lot of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You creaked. I've creaked the door open for you. You just gotta open it now.
I literally have a Hayao Miyazaki My Neighbor Totoro tattoo. But
Exactly.
Sure.
Okay, you watched the bangers as kids.
Obviously, yes.
Every Miyazaki.
Every Miyazaki.
Every Miyazaki
All
movie, basically.
I mean, I did watch actually recently. Have you seen all of them? Or at
no,
least,
I haven't watched any of them, which is crazy. But I'm saving them.
I just want a moment of silence for this.
No. We don't.
Like, can we wait?
Listen.
Dim the lights.
Okay.
Production, dim the lights. Wait, that's me. Fuck, give me a sec.
No, but listen. Okay, the thing is, I want to save it because I didn't watch it as a child, and now I want to save it for a cute movie moment with a future girlfriend or some shit. It makes sense.
I mean,
because it feels. I wouldn't watch it alone. That just seems.
I did that recently.
Yeah, but that's because you have an attachment to it.
No,
which is nostalgia.
I watched a new one. I watched one of the ones I hadn't seen.
Okay, that's different. A new one, I'll watch. But like the original bangers.
No. By a new one, I mean one I hadn't seen before.
Yeah, but again, that's still connected to the attachment that you had from the other movies.
Sure.
It's like me watching another Disney movie, and I'm like, oh, I haven't watched this one.
Okay.
Like, you see what I mean?
I see what you mean. Because but then again, I don't know. I think Hayao Miyazaki movies are infinitely better than most Disney movies, but that's probably kind of a take.
Yeah, probably it's a good take, and everyone who thinks differently, no.
Get the fuck out.
Just don't watch. Thank you.
No, actually, please do watch, but silently.
Yeah.
That'd be wonderful.
Just put it on another tab, mute. Yeah, thank you. Anyways, the thing that the anime podcast we were about to talk about.
Yeah. No, which you have mentioned to me an dubious amount of times. Dubious amount of times is Trash Taste.
Trash Taste.
Yes.
Banger podcast.
And one thing you told me about it earlier is that they're in a lot of controversy right now.
They are.
And the thing is, I don't know shit about Trash Taste other than Sea Dog VA, right? That's his name?
Yeah, that's Connor, yeah.
Connor. I watch him through some Ludwig videos. But that's the only knowledge I have of him.
Yeah.
Except the one Copenhagen vlog he had. I watched the entire thing of that.
Copenhagen vlog? I didn't even
know
a
Copenhagen stream even. There's a whole live stream. He was in Copenhagen. It's like
shit.
6 hours long.
I only heard them talk about them being in Copenhagen for a tourism shit.
Yeah, no.
And then they were like, the hot dogs here are crazy. Like, the
Which
only
is funny,
thing that I heard.
totally. Because hot dogs are not crazy. They fucking their ass.
Like, I mean, yo,
okay.
Pølse type shit.
Dude, don't ever say that. But no. You're right in the sense that it is definitely like sort of a national food at this point.
It is, because you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Polbær? I don't even know what it's called.
Steffolbær.
Yeah. Like, I don't eat it, but
fucking for obvious reasons. But also, besides the point, I don't think we've mentioned that we're Danish. And if you haven't caught on to that, we are.
We are.
Yeah.
Live in Copenhagen as well.
I would say unfortunately, but actually I'm pretty happy about it.
I'm very happy.
It is very good RNG.
Yeah.
You know?
WRNG. I could have been in Africa right now. WRNG.
I mean, I'm gonna believe that because that's controversial.
that is not controversial.
Is it not?
That's just me being an African kid with roots in Africa.
I guess that's fair.
But grow up in Western culture. This is the usual.
And
calm down, PR guy. Calm down. We're chill. We're chill.
I'm sorry. But honestly, like the Danish hot dogs, and I will say,
I mean, you're the guy who has to take about it.
And I have to take, and my take is their ass. And I don't care if anyone is gonna fucking dig on me for that, you know.
So we just lost all of Danish viewers.
Which honestly, please, actually, just fucking leave. I don't want you here.
But yeah, but okay. So trash taste. When we go off in tangents a lot, which is what you will get a lot from this podcast. It's a W, but we still got to keep on track.
It's a lot of ADHD.
It's a lot of ADHD.
Unmedicated even. That's the worst part of it. But no.
The thing is...
Trash taste. What happened to trash taste recently?
What happened? The thing that happened?
Before we want to preface this, we're not a drama channel.
Yeah.
By any means.
Yep.
I simply could not give less of a shit by most drama.
But you give a shit because I give a shit.
And that's why I'm here. So you're the drama guy. I'm the sensible adult one.
I'm not a drama guy, but hey, a big thing is happening to the podcast that I enjoy frequently every week.
Yeah, totally.
Which is I just kind of want to brush over it. It's not even like we're going to go into the depths of it or anything, but it's just the fact that it's insane how they never had a controversy, but they have one guy on that they've had on before. Yeah. And it still went crazy.
Who?
That is Hassan Abi, which is surely a controversial figure. I've seen him, probably have known about him for like ever since I was introduced to Twitch. So that's like 5 years.
I mean, he's been one of the and I will admit this. I watched a lot of Hassan. And with a lot, it's very prefaced. I watched a lot of YouTube clips of him reacting to like an Eddie Burbank video, which I'm sure you don't know who is.
Yeah,
no. Because I do sometimes like I will admit he's a funny guy.
He is, yeah.
But he was on Trash Taste, and that created a lot of controversy in the comments. And you showed me the comments. People were fucking mad.
People were mad,
insanely mad.
What's the most like surprising about it is the fact that people were just mad about him being on the podcast and not giving any thought of the content of the podcast. Nobody cared about what was said. Nobody cared about anything that happened.
Oh, the comments?
Oh, yeah.
No, it was just the fact that he was there.
It was just because it just exploded on, I guess, Twitter or X and whatchamacallit, the YouTube comments, right?
Yeah, right.
And several subreddits of several different creators,
I'm sure.
right?
But I feel like it's just... And that's how it is with a lot of, just media in general.
But it's crazy. I've never seen that happening to a podcast of just having the guest on would bring the controversy of, hey, how dare you have him on?
No, but
even when it comes to differing opinions.
No, I mean, I could see a bunch of, let's say and this is going to be fucking out there, right? But like The Yard is bringing Ben Shapiro on.
But they haven't.
They haven't.
But even if they did... I don't think The Yard...
It is funny because The Yard did have Hassan on. And it was not a problem. I mean, Hassan has his own podcast.
But then again, that's a Venn diagram between, what's it called? The Fear and...
Yes.
And The Yard, which is pretty big.
Maybe.
But that's too...
But I don't get how Connor's not in that circle. I understand the other two guys
I think he is, but I think that's why it was either... It couldn't have been a brigade... What do you call it? A brigade? From another like fan base, because it was too much. There was too many people.
Yeah,
there was a lot of long-standing fans who just, I think it all boils down to just the American politics just being the heart and the centerpiece for most people in America who consume the content.
Yes.
And then they're like, oh my god, you have this political guy.
But where's Trash Taste even based? I thought they were based in Japan.
Yeah.
So Hassan went to Japan?
Yeah, he did. Tokyo.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, he went to Tokyo. He went to their studio. They did the podcast. The podcast, I listened to all of it. I didn't even know about the controversy. I was halfway into the podcast, but I only listen to podcasts when I go from place to place.
Yeah.
So if I go to work, if I do this and that.
Sure.
So as I was coming back, I just see this Twitter post just saying, what the fuck is happening with this Hassan shit? And then I look at the Twitter post that Trash Taste did, and they just got absolutely destroyed, dogged on in every reply and every quote tweet, and it was okay, what is happening here? And then I kept listening to the podcast after that, and it was just like the first one. It was chill. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
There was no controversial takes. There was nothing political.
Well, I mean, there
was jokes here and there.
They're probably friends as well.
Yeah.
I would assume.
Like, it had nothing to do about political stuff, but people, because he's so controversial, I guess, people just made it about that. Mm-hmm. And I guess a lot of, like, anime/Trash Taste fans were apparently closeted Republicans who really cared a lot. And really was like, okay, this this is way beyond my scope of wanting to consume this content.
Yeah. I mean, and no, but it's just like, again, I'm not in that space.
Yeah.
I don't know trash taste that much. But I could see how people bringing on a controversial person definitely does controversial things to the podcast. But at the end of the day, I think they're going to be fine.
Yeah, they're going to be fine.
Right,
100%.
like-
100%.
And then there's a bunch of tactics to do it. Like the PR guy in me kind of wants to ignore it and be like, but as you said earlier, it's probably good to make a statement. But at the end of the day, neither of us are PR people for trash taste. So all I want to do is wish them good fucking luck.
Yeah, I wish them good luck. And also, I mean, if I'm just imagining myself in that position, right? So
I would be stressed the fuck out.
You would stress the fuck out.
I would stress the fuck
and
out.
I'd be the opposite. Because I'd be mad. I'd be mad at all the people giving a fuck. But
that's life, man.
That is life.
Gives a fuck.
And then I would just, say what I want to say about that.
Yeah.
And then I do that brief.
And I would tell you to don't. Do not fucking tweet anything.
No, I won't tweet anything. Tweeting is stupid. I wouldn't do that.
But okay, don't make any comment whatsoever online unless I've looked through it.
I mean, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
But,
But that's the life.
I
won't censor him.
Yeah, true.
Surely
don't censor me.
Surely.
The white man censoring the black man. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, no, that's rough.
These are the jokes that we do. All right. So what's the next part of the agenda, which was your thing?
Yes.
The fat man.
Well, actually, no. Okay, so recently I saw this YouTuber named Will Tennyson.
Okay.
Who is kind of he's like my current YouTube binge almost. Mm-hmm. And he's a workout channel.
Okay.
Like all he does is workout related. He's this very well trained guy.
He's jacked doing workout content.
He's not jacked to the point where you're like bodybuilding jacked, but he's like takes care of his body and looks great, right? And if none of you have guessed, I don't.
Right.
I haven't touched a gym in probably 5 years.
Which should change. I went to the gym this morning, just going to say.
Some of us can brag. So you should watch the Will Tennyson thing, because holy shit. But no, he honestly just seems like the most wholesome Canadian guy that I have ever met or seen. He just seems like a nice-ass fucking dude. And he did this video where he wore a professional fat suit. And I say professional because...
What is a professional
No, but
suit?
that's the thing. Like, it is me kind of condensing it to a thing. Mm-hmm. It is something that health professionals wear to try, like if you're a chiropractor or some kind of physiotherapist, you can put on these fat suits to better understand the act of motion.
Okay, so it's like putting on a fat suit to know how it feels to be fat.
Well, to know how to feel, how
the patient feels.
Yeah, no, but if you're a physiotherapist, you have to come up with a certain kind of workouts and
Okay, so
right.
So it's a put my shoes on type of thing.
It is a better help. At least that's how he explains it. It is to better understand how your customer, like what their range of ability is,
stuff like that. Your movement and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, this doesn't seem to add up if you're trained, even though you have a bodysuit on. It's just more weight. Your knees and limbs are still
and I mean, that is the main argument for this video. But I will say he did it absolutely wonderfully. Okay. In the sense that he showed so much respect toward people that have health issues in that regard. He put on his suit. He is it's a 400-pound suit. And he's already 180 pounds. Yeah. Which I want to say is
180 pounds, so you got to put that in actual metric terms.
Pounds to kilo. I think it's like twice as much probably. 180 adds. It adds like the suit adds 180, right?
Oh, and he's already like 110 or something.
He's already like let's say 200. So he's already 90. Yeah. So he is weighing, what is that? Like let's just say 300 pounds. Yeah. Right. 300 kilograms. Yeah, that's a fucking lot.
That's a lot.
That is very tough on the body.
It's a baby rhino.
Yeah, I don't know how much baby rhinos weigh, but clearly you're the master.
They do weigh that.
But at the the actual video was a super introspective way because he did show a lot of respect towards people with these health problems.
Well, what do you mean? How do you show respect? Was it like just like, okay, this is hard, or
it is
doing this and this is tough? I get it. Like
it is sort of that, but it was like, and I hate using the word social experiment, but it was sort of that in a sense. Like he never mentions that word ever.
Okay, so there's not an actual, not patient, but client. There's not an actual client, and then he's like, let me get your experience.
No.
Oh, okay.
He bought this suit to do this it's not a challenge, but to do this experience, right? And then he spends an entire 24 hours with the suit on.
Yeah.
And makeup to his face. So he passes as an actual
fat guy.
No. As an obese person, right?
As an obese person, I mean, there's nothing wrong with being fat unless you still want to be it just to be it.
No. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not trying to say anything, but that's just the language that he uses. He uses obese. Right?
Obese. Well, obese is the medical term, so yeah,
sure,
makes sense.
And then he goes through the day where he has certain steps. He like cleans the house. Mm-hmm. He does the dishes. Yeah. What are you laughing at?
No, I'm sorry. It's just the fact that I looked at you straight, just a fat guy. It was just like
it's very funny.
Anyways, but he does chores around.
He
the
does
house.
His general routine,
right.
And it's very apparent from like the first moment that he did not anticipate this being such a hard challenge. And you can see more and more throughout the video that he gains a lot of respect.
For the weight added on.
And when the video becomes really interesting is when he starts going into public. Right.
Gets shamed.
Because some of the things he has to do is go shop for workout clothes.
Right.
Go to the gym. Go on a date with his girlfriend. And all these things. And people are like genuinely laughing at him in public.
No way.
No.
Paid actors. No way. Really?
I don't. I will, again, it's me being stupid maybe. I don't, but he gives off the vibe. He is not a challenge guy. He just genuinely
he's not a praying guy and stuff. I'm not saying paid actor. I'm just saying that's crazy.
It is crazy. It is fucking insane.
Like that people would actually do that. I've never been
and people
obese, but I've been overweight.
Like one of the scenes that fucking and I say scenes as like a wild thing. But one of the places that was crazy was that he goes into a Walmart shopping mall type thing, and he goes up to the cashier guy. He's like, "Oh, do you have any 8XL?" Which is the size that he has to wear.
8XL is crazy. That's XL times 8.
Yep. Damn. Which is the size he... But the funny thing, that's exactly what the cashier said. I mean, not quite.
But it's not even like shaming. It's like surprise because I've never heard of that. Because I'll be like, damn. I got you. Yeah. 8XL.
And unfortunately, the store was like, no, we don't have anything above double XL.
Yeah, well, that makes sense because I've only seen 3 or 4XL.
Will Tennyson, he does that. He asked him, like, why don't you have that? And the store person is just like, well, we don't sell a lot of that.
Yeah.
They're specialized stores, but that's not the point.
It's specialized stores for bigger people.
Yes, and those exist. Those exist.
Okay. I know they exist, but I was like, so they didn't have the specialized 8 times XL.
No. Walmart does not specialize in that.
Oh, Walmart didn't have it. Right.
He suggested him go to specialized stores for bigger people.
Yeah, which makes sense.
He couldn't mention any, which doesn't matter at the end. Like the main thing that was wild was that Will Tennyson, again, he is a confident man in his own body because he works out a lot. And he's just a confident person.
Right.
He puts on this suit, puts on the makeup. He goes in there. So he does carry on that confidence. And he also knows the camera is pointed at him, right?
Yeah.
So he would maybe do things that a person with that in that position would not be doing.
No.
Right.
They wouldn't even be there probably.
Probably not. And then he goes into Walmart and he asks, and the guy laughed at him, like straight in his face. And because Will is Will, he's just like, why'd you laugh?
Yeah.
Where maybe someone...
Also, he confronts them when it comes to
where
that.
maybe someone in that position would just...
Shy away
and be like, whatever. Because they do experience it a lot, I can imagine, right? So eventually, like, it gets tiring. But Will's like, why'd you laugh at that? And the guy is so caught off guard. He's like... But
what did he say that he laughed at?
No, but he was just like, oh, I didn't understand. He just kind of tried to write his way out of it, which he didn't. And Will wasn't gonna press him on it because that's not the point of the video.
Okay, fair enough.
But it was just very fascinating and incredibly sad. I felt so sad towards the end of the video, so incredibly sad.
I mean, it is sad, but I've never been in the position of being overly obese, so I wouldn't know.
Neither. Exactly, and that's kind of the sad part about it is that you got sort of and again, it's sort of an introspective into it. And he does do it throughout the video where he talks to a person who used to be that weight.
But are we talking like 500 pounds, 400 pounds? Or are we just talking?
We're talking, 500.
So that's like what, like 250 kg, no? That's what we're talking. Because that's overly obese. And then there's the shows like TLC shows that have like almost 400 kg.
My 1,000-pound life or whatever.
Yeah, like stuff like that. So... is it realistic obesity or is it like the rare cases of being insanely obese?
I mean, he looked in the suit. I mean, I'll actually pull up.
Pull up a picture of it.
I'll pull up a picture of it. But it was just very interesting. And while he did that, he also interviewed a person where he, a person who previously had been that Wayd. Like he interviewed him and got his experiences, which also, was very important for the video. At the end of the day.
Okay, yeah, so I can already see there just on that.
So they really be putting the entire thing on here.
It reminds me kind of, okay, so it's obese. But it's like that movie with that guy who won an Oscar for it.
Fat Albert.
Is that what it's called?
No, Norbert.
Because
it's the...
Norbert's the black movie, no?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
No, not that one.
Oh.
The guy who just got an Oscar, like I think it was 2 years ago, for a movie about being overweight.
Oh, Whale?
Yeah, Whale, exactly. And that was supposed to be a heart-touching... What does that sound weird? Heart-touching? Story?
It's a heartfelt movie. Right?
Heartfelt. That's what I try to look for. Heartfelt movie about, Fraser. How hard it can be, right?
Yeah. I haven't seen it, but
Same.
Yeah.
Which I regret because I really do want to see it because it's apparently amazing.
I mean, Brendan Fraser's also just legendary.
Exactly, but that's why it's his comeback, this movie. Like he kind of went underground.
He did, but and that's a whole story. And again, this is maybe Hollywood,
We can talk shit about Hollywood,
but it's like Hollywood propaganda. Is what I want to say. I don't know if it's confirmed necessarily, but it's like he did George of the Jungle, which made him insanely famous.
George of the Jungle. What is that?
That is literally what made him famous.
George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle. This is
yeah.
Where he is hot as fuck, and I will fucking fight anyone that doesn't say, holy shit, Brendan Fraser.
I mean, I was a kid when I watched that, so I didn't think about that.
Well, I think of this now on a daily basis. I'm like, George of the Jungle will fucking have my children. But he did this. He was literally supposed to be like the next guy in Hollywood, and then he just disappeared. And apparently, it was because of
he did more movies, no? Because I saw him. No,
he did. Pieces. He did because he was supposed to be like the next guy, like George Clooney to a.
He was supposed to be that, but something happened. What did happen?
But that's the thing.
It was a lesser controversy. It wasn't something crazy because nobody heard of it, or I didn't at least. I feel like it wasn't talked about. He just went on.
But that's the thing. It wasn't talked about at all. It was something about his wife, I believe.
Oh.
Yes, but like, because they were both.
I felt ill. Sexual.
He got sick. No sexual assault.
Okay.
He got sexually assaulted.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And he also, I believe, got sick with some sort of illness. But this is me talking my ass. Anyways, that's not what we're here about.
No.
But it was like The Whale is a movie that I have had on my binge list for a while, if we can say so. But I just never got around to it.
Same.
And I think he even won some sort of award for it. Did he not? I think he did.
He won an Oscar.
It won 2 Oscars.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Jesus Christ.
That's the first thing I said is like the fact that he won Oscars from this movie.
Well, I just don't listen to you, unfortunately.
Which is crazy. This is going to be a good podcast.
That's why we're here.
So you guys can listen and then tell him what the fuck I said. But anyways, I'm so bad. I'm pissed. 2 Oscars is crazy. I thought he only won one.
Yeah, no, I don't think he won 2, but the movie won 2.
Oh, the movie won 2.
Yeah, and 122. Okay, actually, for the next
because there's binge week.
No, but there's gonna be a BingeCast live stream at some point.
True.
Which I think is something that would be fun to do at least.
It's like Patreon. True.
No, that's a good idea. Patreon is a while away. We're not doing that by any means.
It's gonna be some time for that.
Holy shit,
but it will come.
Holy shit, we want to actually build a platform and have fun.
Facts.
Before we do anything else.
True.
But yes, that could be very fun for the future things. Just like watch-alongs.
Watch-alongs.
Yeah.
But the thing about watch-alongs.
What's the thing about watch-alongs?
That's not a thing about watch-alongs. I do like watch-alongs. I just have to think about it for a second. I have to let it cook in my head.
You have to let it cook? Yeah. I mean, there's this channel on YouTube that I used to watch a lot called Pretty Much It. And all he does is this guy named Eric. All he does is just travel around the country. I don't know if he lives in a van by choice. But I think he just drives around the country and just goes to different YouTubers' places and just do movie watch-alongs with them. And it is honest, and he is honestly an enigmatic personality. Like he's a lot of fun.
Okay,
he's so much fun. And
then
like
he just does that. Fun guy.
Exactly, and then he just does that. And I honestly, I used to watch that all the time. I don't know as much.
I mean, I watch a lot of, what is it called, minute movies, where it's just one guy cutting in between scenes in the movie and then talking about from start to finish the synopsis of the movie.
That sounds interesting.
With jokes, like with jokes curated to his personality, and it was funny as fuck. But then he fell off, unfortunately. Not that he fell off because you're bad, but he fell off because it stopped getting recommended. I think the algorithm just fucked him. Yeah. For some reason.
Yeah. I think kind of the same thing happened to Eric, but I'm not sure. I mean, I just kind of stopped watching at some point because then you move on to something else, and that's the sad part about it.
I did the same thing, but it just stopped getting recommended.
Yeah. Maybe.
It wasn't the same, and then boom, it was just done. That's the life of YouTube.
That is the life of YouTube, unfortunately.
But anyway, so the binge of it all. The half of our name, 50%.
Well, more because there's more letters in binge.
Right.
But I am not a math whiz. I can't even say a math whiz.
I'm not math whiz, guys. I'm not math whiz, guys.
Hey, leave me and my fucking, what do you even call that? Leave me alone. Leave Brittany alone.
I know you sound like that for a second.
Leave Brittany alone is the most deep cut fucking boomer millennial type.
That is not boomer millennial. How dare you?
That is from
2014 banger.
That is not from 2014. That is not from 2014.
Pull it up.
I'm gonna
pull it up.
I'm gonna take some of my coffee and then you're gonna fucking shut up.
While he pulls it up, take this little break. Let's go. So we're getting into the corner of the episode, which is going to be probably always at a bit of the end, which is the weekly binge. What have we binged at the week or even just lately that we do want to talk about? Me personally, an amazing series called Mr. In Between.
Yes.
And Mr. In Between is probably my first real view into the Australian life. Just Australia.
Have you never seen Cold Ones?
Yeah, okay. Cold Ones I've watched here and there. I actually haven't watched it a lot.
Oh, no?
Just the one episode here and there. Like, it's the guy with the night helmet thing.
No.
Am I thinking of
that? Yeah, no, he's American. That is...
But it's the Cold Ones, no?
No.
Oh, it's not?
No, Cold Ones is Max Mofo and Chad.
Oh, my God.
Anything for Views. Anything for Views.
Anything for Views?
That Chad and Anything for Views is the same person. He used to do. They used to do like Frank. What's his face? The guy that's Joji now.
For Frank. Yeah. Joji.
Sure. Imagine the rebrand. Insane fucking rebrand.
I've never seen anything like it.
It is incredible. He went from being
brain rot YouTuber.
No, but also slightly controversial by today's standards.
Yeah, very controversial.
And now
he's in every word in the book.
100%. And now he is a literal worldwide pop star.
World-class pop star.
And he makes bangers. But which he did back then too, but just different kind of bangers.
He made funny bangers for the channel.
Yeah, they were funny.
Now he makes actual songs.
And now it's like heartfelt, soulful music.
What's that one banger that I love that I forgot the name of?
Which is incredible.
No, because I haven't heard it in a long time. It's on my sad playlist and I haven't been sad for a while.
I mean, if we search for Joji,
it'll be the first one coming up probably.
Glimpse of Us. Yeah, Glimpse of Us is good.
Absolute banger.
Yeah, it is.
Absolute banger. But Mr. In Between.
Yes.
Is this...
I've seen a lot of clips on TikTok about this.
Exactly. And that's what drew me into it. I was like, okay, this is the 7th or 8th clip of me seeing this the series. And I'm like, this looks... It's in the middle of being a well-produced TV series and some homemade shit.
Sure.
That's the first season. It's in between there. Which is very nice because it feels realistic, but it's also ridiculous at the same time. It's very here and there. But it's about this guy, this Australian guy, who is Mr. In Between. He's between two lives, which is being a hitman and killing people in the underworld life. And a
father.
A father. Family man. Or not a family man. Being a single father because he's divorced.
That's the clips I've seen specifically is of him and his daughter, where she's getting like an ice cream.
Yeah, that one where she get pushed.
And she gets pushed, and he's like, say sorry to the two guys, and they're like, who the fuck are you? Or something like that.
See, about that specific thing in the series is so funny, because there's one thing about the series that I don't like and I don't hate, and I hate. It's the fact that he lives in a city in Australia that has the most dickheads,
the most amount of assholes,
the most amount of assholes ever. Every interaction he has publicly, the way this series always portrays it is like, okay, this guy does one small thing, road rage, pedestrian, whatever, it doesn't matter, and then he's like, what the fuck? And then the guy just turns into a complete asshole. Says, the fuck do you want? Fight? I can't even do an Australian accent. You want shrimp on the barbie? You want
a shrimp on the barbie? I don't know.
They just want to fight or say some shit immediately, which is, and then
which
he just
is
goes
a little over the top, right?
And then he has that one smile that you can just see right there, like that smile. Every time that comes up, that's when you know shit's about to hit. It's about to hit the fan.
Okay,
like that's him. So, okay.
I mean, it's from 2018 to 2021, so it's got seasons.
It's got 4.
I want to say 4 seasons.
It's 4
3
seasons. No, it's 4. It's 4.
4 seasons.
Is it 4? Let's double check that. I think it's 4. I just binged it all, and I still don't remember.
I mean,
Brooke Satchel was an amazing actor in that movie. Actress
sure.
in that movie. I'm not gonna lie.
Never heard of her. But I didn't like. Yeah, season 4 is coming out.
It's 4 seasons. No, it's done.
It's 2022. Yes, okay, it's done. It's done. Okay.
He's a I think he was like kind of a producer as well on the series. Yeah. It was his vision, kind of.
I mean, it's probably like does it seem like a low budget?
It does seem like a low budget, but it's obviously not with a lot of the scenes. It grew also eventually in the second and third season money wise.
Yeah. Well.
But it was more like you could see sometimes it got a bit ridiculous.
Okay.
Because it got a bit like, okay. Also, the Australian underworld is very hard to take seriously when you're used to the American underworld or even the Nordic one, which is very tame in comparison.
I mean, I wouldn't know.
Like, yeah, but like from movies that we have here in Denmark, Underverden and stuff, like Underworld. You've seen that movie,
nope,
probably.
Haven't seen it.
You haven't seen it?
No.
That's insane.
I haven't watched the Danish movie since De Grønne Slagter.
De Grønne Slagter?
Which is a banger.
Adam's Æble?
Yes. No, I have seen that. We watched that in school.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I didn't get to watch it in school.
Religion. I watched religion class.
I watched it 3 weeks ago for the first time.
Oh, really?
I've only seen that one clip where he shoots him in the leg.
Yeah. Hvad fuck har du gang i? Jeg fik stress.
Jeg fik stress. Why you shoot him? I got stressed.
Yeah. No, it is interesting that, and this, oh no, I want a side tangent so bad.
You want what?
I want a side tangent.
Okay.
Like just go on a tangent.
Pull it.
We have made some fucked up movies here.
In Denmark?
Yes.
Well, yeah, most of them are pornographic, no?
No, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't hold the fuck up.
What do you mean?
Adam's Æbler. So The Adam's Apples it is a movie that came out, I want to say like 10 years ago probably, right?
Yeah.
And it is it's by, I don't know if that movie specifically, but it's within a sub-genre of movies that we have here in Denmark, which are just
dark humor.
Incredibly dark humor. It is scary how dark.
Yeah, no, but it's fun. That's why Danish people.
But if
don't
you
really
showed
care
this
about
movie,
stuff like
and the craziest part is Mads Mikkelsen, which is one of the
legendary,
if not the biggest Danish actor right now. He is the biggest. He plays in fucking Bond movies. He was in the fucking video game. What is it? The Japanese video games.
Japanese video games. What?
You know, he plays like
That's
a villain. No, like a big one. He plays a villain in there. I forgot the name of it.
He was a villain in a Japanese game.
Yes, he did in a Japanese produced video game. That is incredible.
Oh my god, I want to play that. What? Mads Mikkelsen?
Yes.
Oh my god.
But he plays a villain anyways. He plays a villain a lot. He's arguably one of, if not the most famous Danish actor right now.
Definitely the most famous.
Yes. In De Grønne Slagter,
I've heard about that movie.
He plays a guy named Sweaty Sven. Sven Sved. Exactly.
W.
And it's a movie about how he is a butcher that is losing the bit. Like he's losing business. Right, and he lives in the small city, and there's a ton of other great Danish actors in the movie, and like his entire shtick is that he runs out of business, and then he starts killing people and using them as meat. Yes.
Wow. What the fuck?
And it is such a fucked up movie, but it's a comedy movie. Like it's played off as jokes the entire time.
But that's what's fun about, like, okay, I don't ever watch Danish media.
It is very Danish humor. No, I watched these when I was like 10.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. I only watched these when I was a child and stuff. But you know, even fucking the notorious one, I think even might be known even just a little bit globally, is Taggedy kniv. I don't even know what that's called in English.
No,
Turtle in a
Turtle
in
in
a pinch.
trouble. Turtle in trouble.
Ah, yeah, turtle in trouble. Turtle in trouble. Turtle in a pinch.
In a pinch.
In a pinch.
Sure. Turtle in pinch, which is also arguably a fucked up movie.
Exactly. Like it's insane.
I mean, there's literally it's an animated movie, and there's literally a kid that kills herself.
Yeah, that's a kid who kills herself. Yeah, everyone laughs about it.
Yes, and it's played off entirely as a joke.
And then people made there's multiple songs just harassing every ethnicity and culture, even from Danish
to bad. It
Middle
is so
Eastern to everything.
Bad.
But it was so funny. It was the best thing as a child.
It was. I mean, I haven't seen it in a while.
Yeah. But the side tangent
of the day, and that is something I actually do want to get into more in later episodes. Is that kind of deep dive into some of the old, especially because it's got Mads Mikkelsen in it, so people know like who he is, and he plays some fucked.
All his old movies. I mean, he has one Danish movie that is insanely good. That is not recent, but the one that from our high school times, which was
Druk?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm in the movie.
All right, that's right. You're in the movie.
I'm in the movie.
You're in the movie. I forgot.
You see the back of my head somewhere.
Exactly. I forgot.
Yeah. No, it's filmed at my high school, and I went to high school during that period. So they had like casting calls, and obviously I had theater and music as my majors.
Right. So you got the 5 seconds.
I got my 5 seconds, but that was the thing. Like they casting called for like minor to non-existent roles.
So like extras.
Extras, right. And you could get a very minor role of like, because they had certain scenes in the movie where they go to the classrooms, right? So you could be a kid in there, and you could do that. And I didn't try for those. I just wanted to be an extra. I just thought that'd be fun.
Yeah, just be in the background.
Just to be in the background, because it'd be fun. It'd be fucking cool.
I mean, that's the whole same reason why Moist Curricle has a video of him being in the Hunger Games.
Yeah, exactly.
It's his hand going like this for like 2 seconds.
I have seen that video. Yeah. Exactly. But it's just fun. But yes, that movie is, and I am obviously biased because it brings a lot of nostalgia to me because it's my old school.
Yeah.
Right.
True. That's way more like attachment to it.
Yeah.
It's filmed at your school.
I had history in the classroom where they're filming the teacher scene.
Yeah.
I had history in that classroom, literally, with my old fucking teacher, and that's a lot of fun. But no, amazing movie. It's called Another Round in English.
Oh, it's Another Round.
They're remaking
such a different name.
Oh, 100%. They're remaking it.
What is druk in English? That's what
drunk.
It's just drunk, right?
Yeah, or like to drink.
Yeah, to drink. Yeah, to drink.
But they're remaking it.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Like an American version.
No. Yeah. They're gonna Americify it?
I am almost 100% sure.
They're gonna Americify it? Please don't. It's from 2020. It's so recent. Yes. It is gonna be filmed like remade. Wait, with who?
With Leonardo DiCaprio and Chris Rock.
Not bad. But
no,
interesting.
No, but it's the kind of movie that is just, it's not going to translate.
No, it's not.
It is so
but that's what I'm trying to see.
Empirically Danish.
Yeah.
That like, I don't think, because our high school is so different from American high school. And I've tried both, Are you good?
No, I was just burping, my bad.
But no, our high school is so different from American high school. Like you guys, like Americans can't drink until they're 21.
I mean, I used to adore when I was a child American high school, thanks to like High School Musical and stuff.
Well, I did too, and then I went there and I was like, this is fucking great. And then I came back.
I didn't even have to go there. I was just like, you know what? Danish high school is a banger.
Danish high school is so much better.
It's so much better.
I had a whole year of obviously being favoritized because you're an international student. So
true.
you were popular by like just baseline.
Just because, oh my god, who's that? International student?
And me being the nerdiest fucking guy. Like I played Magic the Gathering with all the nerds.
Crazy.
I did musicals. I did theater.
You were just the theater kid who liked games. Too.
Yeah, exactly. No, and somehow still all the, and American high school is very like the movies, at least the one I went to. It was a small town. So it was very much like the popular kids and there was a hierarchy.
Which is crazy.
And they would still talk to me, right? Because I was an international student. But they wouldn't talk to any of my friends because they were all nerds.
That's fucked.
You're right.
Like the whole hierarchy thing. I would have none of that bullshit even in high school. Like that didn't exist.
Oh, no.
You would only be shunned if you didn't want to interact with everyone. There was no one who I didn't interact with in high school.
What I think in Danish high school is like if you're obvious about it, it's bad, but there is definitely a hierarchy.
I mean, there is, but it's like it's not a hierarchy. It's different groups.
Yes.
It's different groups of people
it's
who
like
talk
cliques and shit, right?
And then the more you vibe with everyone, the more popular you are, I guess.
Yeah.
In big quotes.
Well, no, definitely. The more fun you are with everyone, the more popular you are, because I think that's the definition of it, right? At the end of the day.
But I never noticed stuff like that, even in Danish high school.
Maybe because you were popular. I don't know.
No.
I mean, I don't fucking know. We did not go to the same high school.
We didn't. I mean, I went to a very mixed high school. It was Niels Brock. So there was a lot of people.
That's like a business one, though.
It is.
Yeah. All right, I'll take my hat off to you.
So
what the fuck am I doing the business stuff for this thing?
I'm in charge of the business.
No, apparently. You're not. I am for some reason.
No, but okay, we went way too far off the tangent.
We did. I forgot where we started.
Mr. In Between.
I am so sorry. I actually totally took that away from you. I completely forgot that we were talking about that. Yeah, I'm not even on the same page anymore.
I just want to completely finish that off.
Yes.
I
said, oh my god, this is gonna be such a fucking piss draw to fucking edit. Yeah. Go ahead.
Exactly. No, it's fine. It's the first episode. We're learning the ropes.
Oh no, I'm gonna keep doing this.
Huh?
I'm gonna keep doing that.
Yeah, learning the ropes.
No.
What do you mean?
Going on tangents.
Oh yeah, of course. But we go on tangents, which is good.
No, just keep going. I'm just bring it up. Just keep going. What is it about Mr. In Between? I'd love to hear more.
I love how I just went with the tangent immediately. Asking where tangent
exactly.
is GG.
We should call this the ADHD podcast.
Yeah, honestly.
No, I haven't got my riddle in today.
But I'd give it an overall score. If you don't know anything about Mr. In Between or sort of,
which I don't,
give it a shot. Give it a one episode.
Which I won't.
It's very specific. You should, you piece of shit. I've told you multiple times. Thank you very much. And it should you should definitely give it a shot. I'd give it a binge rating. A binge rating, just to set it up real quick, is definitely from 0 to 10. How bingeable is it? From everything from the length. Of
the episodes?
Of the episodes to the seasons.
How long are they? Or like...
How long are the episodes? So let's say it's a 20-minute episode, but it's 2 seasons. That's pretty bingeable. That's pretty easy.
Well, it depends on how many episodes. Would you say 20-minute episodes? And
12 episodes each.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, like a very standard standard way, right? Every series does it differently, but 12 is like the standard.
Yeah,
right?
No.
So that's easy to do like that. And then... take it from how good it is to the quality of it. So it's rated on 3 different scales. How long it takes.
Okay, we totally did not agree to this.
We didn't
beforehand.
Agree? No, we didn't. But I'm making it up along the way.
I will add if I feel like there's something to add.
Add to it. I feel like how long it is.
Yeah.
Per episode. How long it is season wise.
Okay.
Like if it's Friends, it's not that bingeable. Because there's 13 fucking seasons.
But I think some people will disagree on that, which is why I think how long it is, we could be adding long as in both actual length, but also weight of show. Like how weighty does it feel?
How heavy it is.
How heavy is it? Like?
Yeah, that's what I was saying about quality.
Yes. Oh, sure.
Because quality, I feel like it's like, okay, is the series like an enticing series that just gets you pulled in?
Yeah.
That means it has high rating.
How captivating
it is. That means it's a 10 in captivation.
Yeah,
like
I was about to say captivity. That's not the right word.
I was about to say it too. But okay, 10 in quality. Then it'd be like, okay, you can run this series if you have the time, of course, and because it's that good.
So time, quality,
length.
But I feel like time and length are sort of the same thing.
They're sort of the same thing, but it's 2 different scales. Because if it's a 40 minute,
you know what? Fine.
We'll start out with that. This is the beta idea.
I'm gonna iron this out later in
exactly.
post-production, and you're gonna hear me having a voiceover being like, "He's fucking wrong."
So everything you just said right here is fucking stupid,
dumb as shit.
Anyways, so I'll give this out of those 3 little beta scores that we have at the moment.
It's a 1 to 10.
It's a 1 to 10. It's a 1 to 10 overall.
So you give each of them.
I'll get each of them after. Overall first, and then each after.
I'm down for that. Yeah.
Overall first, and then each after.
Yeah.
I'll give it an overall 6.
6?
Which is, it seems low. I mean, but you should keep in mind, 5 is mid.
If you told me to watch a show that's a 6, I would be like, I'm good.
No, but that's 6 overall quality. Overall quality, I'll say 8. But I'm putting in the binge part. Stay with me. Let me cook. Let me cook.
I'm letting him cook. Hands off the wheel.
Let me cook.
I'm hands off the wheel. The oil is burning hot.
Exactly.
The shrimp is fucking frying rice.
Whipping that shit around. What I'm saying is, it's a 6 overall in the binge rating.
Okay.
Because of the fact that the quality is very high. It's very bingeable. It's very easy.
Okay.
Sometimes it gets sitcom-y, sometimes it gets serious. It's captivating. It was for me at least. So I'll give that a 9 there.
Okay, damn.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll give that a 9 there. But the length of each episode, perfect. Just 20 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
It's 20 minutes.
And how many episodes per season?
I think it's 13. I need to be corrected on that. I'm not sure, but it's somewhere around that scale.
Sure.
Somewhere around that scale. 13, 14-ish or whatever, right?
Okay.
And then the seasons are 4 seasons in all, and that's why it was very digestible. But the quality slowly
It's funny
fell.
you're saying 4 seasons because here on the internet it says 3.
It says 3. See, I even lost track of time because I was so captivated.
It was so good.
I was so captivated by
I
it.
see. It has an 8.7 on IMDb.
Exactly.
So overall, it's very good. But bingeable wise, it is.
It is easy.
It is a 6. Like by how you're describing it, a 6 sounds kind of low to me.
Yeah, but that's because for me personally, the quality did fall binging throughout it.
Okay.
So it started off great.
Okay.
The middle was insane, and then the last season just fell off. And you could very much feel that because I've researched a bit after that, and I feel like the producer there's another producer, but then there was also the main character, the actor who had a lot of say in it, who kind of was like, I want to wrap this up for this character because it felt like there wasn't more of a story to tell,
Which I think is good.
Yeah.
I think we need to be way better. I would say we, as if we're in the industry.
Well, we're in Hollywood.
But I think we as people, and especially the industry, has to be better at wrapping up things.
Yeah,
There's
need to know when to call it
fucking
quits.
sequels. There's so many. What is it? Supernatural. I don't know if you watched that show.
Oh,
It
yeah,
has
the two brothers, right?
Yes, it has 14 fucking seasons. I watched like 5 of them, and I was like, "This is great." And then I watched season like 6, 7, and 8, and I was like, "This is ass."
I remember seeing that series throughout my childhood in
Yes.
different qualities
Yeah,
and shit.
exactly.
Because it was so
It
long.
started back in like 2000 something.
Yeah. But then again, that's why we also have series like How I Met Your Mother and stuff.
Which
Sunny in Philadelphia, banger.
well, Sunny is still going on,
Which is crazy.
which is crazy.
Exactly.
The Simpsons.
The Simpsons-
Longest running animated show ever.
Yeah, which should have died a long time ago.
Well, sure. Yeah.
Controversial take.
But
we'll
it's
take that another time.
childhood. I don't know. Anyways, back to Mr. In Between. So overall, it's a 6.
6 out of 10 in binge rating.
Bingeability?
Bingeability.
All right. So would you generally recommend this?
If you have nothing to watch and you're just like, hey, I just kind of want a good series at the moment, it's a banger.
It's a banger?
It's a banger. But if it's like, oh my god, I really want this specific thing out of it, I wouldn't recommend that one specifically.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it's very like, sometimes when I watch an episode, especially in the third and fourth season, third season, I was like, yeah, I did something else in the meanwhile, but I was still following along.
Okay.
Because that's why it's a mix between a sitcom and then a dramatic hitman trying to be a dad as well. And it's very realistic. It's very much, there's so many mundane scenes about him just living life, making a sandwich, doing this and that.
Yeah. I can see how that adds to it, but especially if you binge it in one go.
Yeah.
Which is a very strange thing to do.
It is a strange thing, but I didn't binge it in one go.
But I fully
Probably
understand,
took me-
which I think it's interesting that we do the binge rating. Because there's a lot of amazing shows, but they're not bingeable.
True.
Yeah.
But a lot of people do, like us, just, I'm the type of person that if I see a series, I don't want to wait a week for another episode.
No,
I want to be able to watch it on command.
They're doing that with Severance right now, and I'm so fucking excited for everything to be out so I can actually binge it.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
No, literally.
Because I cannot wait. I just forget about it, and then I'm not interested, and I just lost like that enjoyment of it.
Yeah. No, we are making a Severance episode. It's going to be a month from now,
And it's gonna be a banger.
and we're going to talk about Severance for 40 minutes, and I cannot wait.
That's a full binge corner for you guys.
Yes. Oh, dude. No. Anyways, we can talk about this behind camera.
Let's do that.
But so, Mr. In Between, good show.
Yeah.
Not
Good show, 6 out of 10.
Not incredibly bingeable.
Not incredibly visual.
No.
Almost there, but
Almost
mid.
there, but almost mid.
A bit of a mid.
Okay. I was going to talk about Pantheon as a show,
I have gripes with that one.
which you do. But I think they're unfounded because you did not give it a chance.
3 episodes on season 2.
Which, and I will say it starts out incredibly slow. Okay, but to set the scene, Pantheon as a show is kind of, you follow this girl named Maddie, whose dad died.
Yep.
I want to say a couple years ago in the time frame of things. I don't remember it because season 1 was a while ago.
Yeah, I'll have to rock my brain a bit for that too.
But I think Maddie, she believes her dad is dead. She finds out he is dead, but his brain has been uploaded to this thing called a UI. Yeah, I believe. Which
is basically a copied AI of a personality.
Well, it's not an AI because it's not artificial.
No, yeah, that's artificially made, but it's a copy of something real.
Yeah, but that's why they call it not AI, right? Because it is literally him.
What does UI stand for?
But that's the thing. I can't fucking remember.
It's like a unified intelligence. It's not unified.
But if you keep explaining a little bit about...
Right, so the series is about a daughter.
UI Pantheon. Uploaded intelligence.
I'm
so dumb.
Right.
So the idea is that they upload the intelligence of her dad, David Kim.
The first one. In the whole world.
Yes, I think you find out throughout the series that he is not technically the first one, but he is one of them. Okay. It doesn't matter. But they upload him and his brain, and in the process they have to kill him to do that. But then he is uploaded to like a mainframe or whatever the fuck. I'm not a hacker guy. I don't know shit about this. Yeah. And then they can use him literally over and over again because he who is a genius coder, becomes just a usable machine. And
his consciousness is trapped, by the way, in this loop type thing, just for the coast to run.
But let's not,
get too deep into it.
I forgot to say spoilers. I'll put that in.
Right, spoilers. No, that's a whole big thing. I totally forgot about that.
Well, same. But I mean, we didn't spoil a whole lot. This happens all in the first episode, I believe, or the second episode of season 1. But that doesn't matter. So there are going to be a little bit of spoilers ahead, but not a whole lot. Season 2, season 1 is especially bingeable. I loved season 1. I thought it was amazing.
It was.
The episodes are like 40 minutes long. I think there's like 10 episodes. And it is just a good time.
Captivating as fuck.
The concept is super interesting. You kind of just really care about this Maddie kid. Because she's annoying to begin with, but you learn to be like, she's just a kid.
She is very annoying, but the relationship with her dad is so sweet.
It is incredible.
It is so sweet.
They do that so well. And I believe the dad is literally the guy that voices the mean fire lord in the
mean Fire Lord. You mean Fire Lord Ozai?
Ozai in Avatar. I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. That is the same guy.
Which is crazy. I didn't know that.
No, I'm pretty sure that's the same guy. And I might be talking about my ass. Ozai. I hate that it's
what the fuck is that first name?
Daniel Day Kim.
Daniel Day Kim.
Legendary fucking.
Such a good actor. What? I didn't know it was him.
He voices David Kim in the show. Yeah.
Insane.
No, but that's like the show has actual fucking hitters. Anyway, season 2, I will say season 1 very bingeable. I would put it at an 8. It is so easy.
I would so too. I'm gonna fight you a little bit on that just to give a little bit of back and forth. The first season, I'd say definitely an 8.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm saying the first season 8.
The first season definitely an 8.
Second season, without spoiling anything,
I have no takes about it other than the captivity didn't hit me.
No, it starts slow, but I think, did you watch the second season right after watching the first?
Yeah.
Okay, I think
which was what the most surprising is. I didn't think that I would just not care. I would watch 2 episodes and I was like,
and I think that speaks to the bingeability in a sense that I think you're more right. If you can't go from season 1 to season 2 and be instantly captivated, then the bingeability isn't there. So I would put season 2 at maybe a 4, honestly. I think it was great. I genuinely enjoyed it.
It's a good concept, a good series.
I binged the entire thing, but I agree that if I had just watched season 1, I would not directly go to season 2. I would wait a bit. So that ruins the bingeability.
Yeah, but I think the mostly what they fucked up a little bit. It wasn't much, but I remember distinctively the fact that season 1 from season 2, a lot of series, whether they do a pause or not through the timeline, they did there, but it was such a skip, hop, and a jump. To like, okay, now we're in like kind of dystopian world with no internet because of the shit that happened in the last episode that you will find out if you watch yourself. I'm not going to spoil that. But it was still like, it went immediately to, hey, this is a whole different situation now that we have to adapt to. Yeah. From where we left off. Right. Which was kind of like, okay, all right, let's just go, I guess.
I mean, I think that's the best way to do it.
Do you think that? I like continuation.
Story-wise telling... In their case, I think that's the best way to do it. To skip it a little bit.
I mean, I didn't watch more than 3 episodes, so I don't know what happened and why it led up to that.
And that's the thing. Season 2 picks up pretty much in I want to say the third episode, it starts getting really good.
Right.
And then after that, and honestly, I think the sixth episode's amazing. Holy shit.
That's just a typical anime take too. It's like if you just watch through 5
No,
episodes,
and
trust me, it's gonna be a banger.
and I agree. It should not be that way. A show should be captivating from start to end.
Exactly.
But yeah.
But that's how
fucking
it is.
insane. Like the Insane season 2 is fucking crazy. So incredibly.
I can imagine.
What's going on here. But at the end of the day, would I recommend it? 100%. Give it a try.
It definitely is above Mr. In Between because of the first season was that good.
The first season was that good.
It was that good.
Yes,
so it's definitely like 7 or 8.
The first season I want to say give an 8.
Yeah.
In bingeability.
Yeah.
It is really good. The story is good. The actor.
But that's why we got to give it an overall rate. So that's a 1 minus point I can say for season 2.
Yes, I would give it okay. So season 1 and 2 together, I would say a 5. A 5.
A 5.
It's a good.
It's good.
Yeah. No more, no less. But the voice acting is amazing.
The voice acting is
for
an animation too,
and I really like the animation, and I know that
it's very invincible animation,
which I love. I really like
clear cut and dry.
Some of the fight scenes in season 2 are genuinely amazing. By what
I haven't seen that.
By what
I
I think is cool. But that's the thing. I have not watched a lot of Japanese anime.
Have you watched Invincible?
Yes, season 1.
Oh wait, you watched Castlevania. So
we were both very hungover.
We were. But okay, I'm trying to give you a comparison to another American animation because it's very clear, cut and dry in the first season. I haven't seen the second one. So if they banged it up in the second season, I want to give it a go again because I just love animation overall. Like it's so amazing when they can do crazy fights. Especially like Invincible has cheap animation, but it's still a banger. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So that was kind of the binge corner.
It was. It was.
We talked about 2 shows. Invincible, Pantheon.
Pantheon.
Which is, I'm not gonna lie, animation wise, they're kind of the same.
Yeah,
and I agree.
They are.
And I agree. And I'm gonna binge watch Invincible 2.
You should. I think
soon. I haven't seen season 2.
New season is on its way to.
Yeah,
so
but that's the thing. They released half of season 2,
which is crazy,
and then they releasing the other half of season 2 as a season 3, which is crazy.
I didn't research why. I hope they were broke because that makes sense.
I think that's it. They make jokes. I've heard they make jokes in season 2.
No, it's the writer's strike. Oh, I think it was the writer's strike. It was the writer's strike.
Anyways, we're gonna get back to that in another episode.
Right. Yep.
But we've managed to talk about a lot of bullshit today.
Yep.
Which somehow on our little card here that we're looking at, is like 5 lines of text.
That's because we yap. We are born yappers.
Man. It's too crazy.
We're born yappers.
What are we supposed to do about that?
What do you mean?
Put me on meds. Medicate me.
Medicate. Stop me. I can't stop. No, but Castlevania.
Castlevania was good.
It was a banger, and you.
I'm okay.
No, stop. Don't stop. I want to look you guys in the eye. He didn't keep watching Castlevania.
No, I did not.
After what we did.
I did not.
After what we had.
I know. And we watched 5 episodes together.
It was a banger. It was a banger.
But I will give you that you put on Severance another time we were hanging out, and I did not stop after you left.
Which is crazy. Because I didn't feel that much for Severance then. But that's because I was only 5 episodes in, and there was like 1 episode we watched or something.
Yeah, we watched like 1 or 2 episodes, I think.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll watch Castlevania some other time. It was
honestly
fun.
do it like because there's so much. Oh, if we could, Binge Corner will come with Castlevania because we have to. It's such an amazing animation when it comes to Western animation. It's definitely a benchmark for what Western animation can do compared.
It's Netflix produced.
It's Netflix produced.
Yeah, okay.
And they worked. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure that they did work with Japanese animation studios to get that kind of animation.
Okay.
To bang it out, to make something amazing, and they nailed it. The new Nocturne, which is the new.
It's a new season.
It's prelude. I think you could say
There's a prelude and a postlude.
No, not postlude.
Prelude?
No, it's not prelude, but the one after that.
It's just a sequel.
Epilogue. No, it's not epilogue. Wait, I'm yapping.
Yeah,
fuck
same.
my ass.
I'm trying to look for a word that is definitely exists. I can't remember it.
But it's basically it's the same story, same timeline, same world, just 400 years in the future. And then with the descendant of that first guy that you watched. And the animation in that absolutely slaps.
Okay.
And the story was neither here or there, but we'll take it when we come to that.
We will take it when
we come to that. Yeah. I get heated when it comes to that.
Yeah, no, I can totally hear that. And I also need to watch it, first of all.
You do need to watch, but it's not a lot. It's 4 seasons.
Oh, my neck.
Oh, I think it's 4 seasons for the first series, and then 2 seasons in the other one. But you got it.
Yeah, no, I'm dying.
Right. But we do have to finish it off. There's a lot of
I'm pretty sure my neighbors aren't going to kill us.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we won't do any installation because you know what? He will get kicked out even if we do this podcast because we love it. This is our shit. This is our child.
I'll go homeless for it.
Exactly. And then we'll film in the street in front of a KFC.
I mean, I would love to do that.
I would too.
I mean, I don't know if in front of a KFC, but in front of something else. Anyways, I keep yapping.
Racially charged.
It has been absolutely a joy to have this first episode with you. I'm not going to lie.
It has.
Yeah, I am joyous.
I'm sorry. Anyways, guys, let's end it. See you for the next one. Thank you.
It's been good. Thank you.